everyone, and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Gemini for the week of April 11th through the 17th of 2023. And I would also like to give a very special thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my channel, as well as given it a thumbs up and left comments. Thank you very much for doing that. It is greatly appreciated. New beginnings, invitations, surprise, could be a new romance for some of you. Friendship turns into a little bit more, that sort of thing. And the High Priestess. Talking to somebody this week that knows a lot about your past and your history. Maybe getting a different perspective, inside scoop. And the Tower. So starting over, you're getting that insight, flash of insight. The structure that you thought was so perfect and sound, and, you wouldn't have to worry. Good friendships, that sort of thing, your finances. But you're realizing that it's not quite as sound as you had hoped. This is your, you've heard something or seen something, and this is your wake-up call. And you're realizing that there's things in your life that you have to deal with and let go of so that you can move forward. A little bit of competition, or feel like there's competition. So you're, and if this is in a job for yourself, maybe you're putting extra stress on yourself, trying to outdo the next person, that sort of thing. It's not something that is really there. I think it's more in your mind this week. You're just feeling like you have enough, but you're just always having to compete a little bit more to get a little bit farther. So you're attracting attention this week, but you're realizing that you must move forward anyhow. You can't stay where you're at. And I think that's part of that Tower. Yeah. So betrayal. Now, whether that was what brought this Tower about, or give you that insight of cleaning house, was that your relationship that you're in, and it doesn't always have to be romantic either. It can be in a family member or friends, relatives, that sort of thing. Somebody who has hurt you and let you down, and you're thinking, okay, so do I, walk up to them and tell them what I think, or do I just sort of take the swords out, heal myself? Now, this could have happened in the past too. This doesn't necessarily happen this week. Maybe this is something that you've been carrying around for a long time, and you're starting to realize that it's been holding you back all this time in your life as well. And the Moon card. So yeah, some sort of insight. The landscapes are starting to change. You're really starting to see things more clearly this week for yourself. You're taking a different attitude towards people, places, and things as well. You're trying to make sure that you're getting enough sleep because you're starting to feel run down, that sort of thing. You're feeling more optimistic on what you want to have in the future, and you're following your intuitions here. You're listening to yourself for a change instead of always, putting it off to the side and thinking that, it's not worthy. And the Justice. So maybe some of you, this is, the final week that you need to sign the divorce papers for some of you. Some sort of legal contract that you have to sign, or get it, finalized, done, moving forward. And this could be accounts, receivable, or as well as perhaps maybe you owe somebody else. But it's going to get all cleared up this week for yourself. And the Sun card. So there you go. You're moving forward. You're feeling more optimistic once you deal with all these paperwork, though it's hard to deal with sometimes. Finals and endings to things are definitely difficult to deal with mentally, but once you do it, and you'll come to the realization that you'll be grateful that it's completed so that you could now step out in a more positive note. Yeah, and then it changes the world. So you're definitely finishing up with something this week. You're starting over fresh, moving on. For some of you, this could even be travel. Perhaps maybe you're thinking of taking a trip somewhere, something that you've put off for a long time, or only ever just thought about, but now that you're free and clear and comfortable with yourself, maybe that's the time that you're going to take that trip that you always wanted to. And the Hangman. So you're wrapping things up for sure. Completing, realizing where you're at, realizing what was holding you back, why you were holding yourself back in some cases. You're getting professional help if you need to in order to help you release some things from your past. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Sometimes that's all it takes, is to have somebody that you can confide in and talk about it. You can't fix it or solve it because it's already in the past, but sometimes to just have somebody that's not going to judge you and they're just going to listen, and for you to be able to get it out, is enough to heal yourself in many areas of your life. And perhaps you're having an unexpected expense this week for some of you, or maybe you've had in the recent past here. Some sort of little bit of financial loss, not anything significant. Or for some of you, this could be that you're even feeling under the weather as well. So, maybe this is the week that you're starting to realize that if I don't change things, nothing's going to change for me. So you're analyzing things, in some cases over analyzing. You're stressing yourself out needlessly in some, but you're going to realize that you won't stay in that frame of mind for much longer. And the Six of Cups. So there you are, a little bit of nostalgia, looking back. Maybe you've heard from somebody that you haven't heard from for a while, or perhaps they posted something on the internet and you've seen it and it brought back a flood of memories for yourself. Maybe you're talking to somebody that you haven't spoken to within quite some time, and you start telling them, oh, I seen this and I remember that, and they'll go, oh yeah, but don't you remember what they said or did, or that sort of thing. So it gives you a different perspective on things as well. But they're all good. They're very positive, happy thoughts. There's nothing negative here. And the Lovers. So, thinking about making yourself a firm commitment. Now, this can be in a career, a passion that speaks to your heart, or a person. Maybe you guys have been seeing each other for a long time and you decided that, why not try moving in together, spending some time together to see whether this is viable or not for the long haul. This could actually be and for others, if you're in a relationship, maybe this is the week that you decide, well, why don't I get engaged, or why don't we get married? Like, what's holding us back? Maybe you've been together for a long time as well. So you're starting to feel more optimistic about your future and the person that you have in your life or going to get in your life. You're starting to dress the part as well. You're starting to feel more just vibrant about your life. Maybe you haven't felt that way for a while. Maybe you've been just sort of, going through life. And then once these papers and everything get signed and dealt with and all that sort of thing, it's going to give you the clarity to help you to move forward for yourself again. Put the smile back on your face, give you that optimistic outlook on life. Sometimes it takes years to get over things. Other times it doesn't seem like it takes any time at all. But you're going to have clarity and finances, new opportunities. You know, you're starting over with fresh thoughts and fresh ideas. All right, I am going to shuffle and deal you an Angel Oracle card. But you're moving forward. You're realizing what's held you back, what you've allowed to hold you back, and setting it free. All right. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will be synthesized your knowledge into actions. All right. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now, and I will talk to you again next week. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye for now.